Welcome to the 6th episode of Countdown to Rio, the show that goes behind the scenes with Singapore's top sailors as they progress along the road to the 2016 Olympic Games. By 1990, Singapore had become one of the world's most prosperous nations. It had a highly developed free market economy, strong international trading links, and the highest per capita gross domestic product in Asia outside of Japan. Surrounded by sea, Singapore has developed a high-end sailing program that through the years has produced many successful athletes. Evidence of this is borne out with 10 sailors heading to Rio to represent Singapore in 7 different divisions in this summer's Games. Singapore sailors, however, will not be alone as their coaches will guide them through the challenging task of competing at the Olympic Games. It's the pinnacle of a 4-year campaign.
Bunny is really important to our team. He's very supportive, and he helps us a lot on and off water. He manages he kind of manages the program as well. Basically 3 of us are a team. We make decisions together and live together. So the coach is pretty important. He's not sailing with us on the boat, but he's a very big part of our team.
Each coach builds up a strong relationship with their athlete, a connection whereby they can identify any weaknesses as well as support their strengths. They'll look to combine all the different aspects of each athlete to build a relationship that will last for years.
I think a coach can contribute to a sailor's success because they have good experience they've been experienced as a sailor, so they know what exactly it takes to do well in the sport. So with that, they can give good advice, and with the great experience that they have, they can help speed the sailors along the way because they know what to do and what works best in the boat as well.
But it's not always the coaches that have to understand and build that relationship. It's also down to the athletes who have to be open to the coach's guidance and respect their advice. Each athlete has a unique character, and it's the coach's aim to find the balance between those personality aspects.
I think the way you build up the connection between coach and sailor is first you must be able to get along, and the sailor must be open to what the coach has to say and not be too firm on what they think is right and to think that they are right, because I feel that coaches know a lot more and they're more experienced. So I think as sailors, it will be better if we could be open up to what they have to say, and that will make it easier for us to talk and learn from the coach.
When the connection between an athlete and a coach is strong, it can motivate the athlete and sometimes be a key changer in his or her life.
I think one coach that significantly changed my sailing style would be my 420 coach. He's like a fatherly figure to me. There's a lot of pressure, so then my 420 coach helps us in terms of releasing the pressure or helping you focus on what you need to do, focus on your aim. If there are no coaches, then we might not even improve or do our best, because some of the things the coaches can see, some of the things the coaches can see and then the sailors don't see, and they will help you at certain points.
Becoming a good coach is no easy task. There's a combination of skills that any trainer has to develop in order to succeed. Hard work, experience and communication are key.
I think that it's changed. The keys to becoming a good coach has changed for me over time. Obviously, I was a sailor previously, and when I was younger, I used to have more technical input and tactical input to the athletes. But as I've got older, what I realise is that support network that I am, and creating that around for the athlete as well, very critical, and management in that case more so rather than a coach. So just taking a lot of the loads off in certain areas that the athlete can just simply go out and race. So I see to help them in that areas to support them and manage it within the program and discuss it prior with the athlete. So yeah.
A coach not only has to communicate technical and racing advice, but they also must be there to support the athletes mentally and also use sports psychology to boost the athletes during difficult moments.
So emotions, I guess that's one of the key things in sport, and that's what we love. And sometimes as an athlete or a coach, that's what we hate, that's the downfall. It's a key area, as we know, in regards to performance. And managing those emotions really, as a coach to an athlete, really does depend on the athlete itself. Some athletes are highly emotional and others less. But it is a key to success, is coping under pressure and making decisions, and that's managing your emotions, obviously. But definitely being able, within those highs and within those lulls, being able to manage your priorities and make decisions.
Singapore coaches have proven themselves with some world-class results and consistency throughout the years, working with different athletes.
I think for one, we all share the same coach. They all really push us to do our best. So I think, like, since we were very young, all three of us, the thing that we share in common was that we are very hardworking, always push to do our best.
It's a tough but rewarding role, and the Singapore coaches will now look to Rio and hope that the years of hard work for both themselves and their athletes will pay off on the water. The Olympic campaign for the Singapore athletes is coming towards its end. The curtain will fall at the Rio 2016 Games in less than a month's time. Good luck to each and every one of them.